A huge silver deal at the shop today. Well, maybe two huge silver deals at the shop today. Gonna explain what's going on at the shop. Also got breaking news from Pimbex. We will talk about that as well. They got a good deal going on right now, my friends. You're not going to want to miss this one. It took some work to get this deal done for you all. Help me out with the thumbs up. Make sure you share this video out. Make sure you subscribe. We're getting very close to 9,400 subscribers. Once we hit 10,000 subscribers, we're going to do a huge giveaway. Yeah, I know there's a lot of huge talk today. But silver's down. So what? It's a buying opportunity. This is your dip. For the ones that have been waiting for the dip, this is your opportunity right now. Let's get into the video right now. Let's start out with a couple huge deals from the shop. Woman comes in. She's from Canada. She buys. Or she converts. Worthless paper, Canadian dollars. I know this is a US dollar. I don't have a Canadian dollar in front of me. She didn't pay in Canadian dollars. She wrote us a check. She bought 2 monster boxes of Canadian maple leafs. She also bought 2 boxes of the Australian Kangaroos 2026. We just got them in last week. We got to hold a check for 10 days, 10 business days. She understands that. They're bought, they're paid for, they're stored away in a safe. She'll come pick them up. As soon as the check clears, we're going to give her a phone call and say, come pick up your merchandise. Never seen her before. She was very nice. She says, I can get this cheaper in the States than I can get it in Canada. Okay. She says she owns 2 houses. She's just not going to transport them. She's going to leave them here during the summer months in a safe down here. And she says when the time comes, you know, wherever she decides to live full time, she would transport it then. She'll worry about the taxes. Then, hey, taxes have nothing to do with me when people buy or sell. That's their business. Just trying to make it transparent here. So that was a pretty good, huge sale for the shop. People are starting to wake up, my friends. I'm not saying you're to go buy monster boxes. Many of us can't afford to buy monster boxes. It's little by little. But she says she's been buying a lot of it lately. So, with that being said, she's probably got some big bucks and trying to get rid of out of the fiat currency as well. She sees what's coming. She's probably in her lower 60s. Age range, I guess maybe late 50s. It's hard to put an age on people. But just to give somebody an idea what the age range was on her. Second big deal. Told you guys and girls about these 2 twin boys. Now they're 12 years old. They just turned 12 years old last month here. And grandma comes in. She wants to get him a full set of silver eagles. So happily, I reported last week, or the week before, whatever it was, that we had just about every date possible right now. And from that big order that we got in a week or so ago, we had the 86, we had the 96, we had the 2005s, 2004s. We had every single date. She said, I want to get 2 books of all the Silver Eagles from 86 to 2025. I know the 26 are not out yet. I said, do you want the cheaper books or do you want the dance school books? She said, no. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to do the good books, the dance school books. Get me the dance school books. That is what we did. That is what these kids are going to get for Christmas from Grandma and Grandpa. A full set of Silver Eagles, BU shapes. So I always had my little white gloves on and putting these books together for us. And give me about an hour or so. I'll get these books together for you. She comes back. She was very, very happy. Out the door, my friends. It was a little bit busier in the shop today. Silver dipped. I think people are starting to wake up when we catch these dips. They're not worrying about if it's going to dip a little bit more tomorrow. Could it? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, at the end of the gosh darn day, the price of silver is not going to matter in dollar terms when the dollar dies. Not going to matter. Okay? It's not. So if you're able to afford anything right now, I highly recommend Get out there and get what you can. We got a warning from Pimbex. I was looking last night at different online dealers. And I saw some of these online dealers selling call peace dollars more than Pimbex is selling very good peace dollars for. Almost like $1 difference. Cheaper. So that conversation came up when I talked to Michael last night. I says, hey, Mike, did you realize such and such? I'm not going to name the company, of course, because I don't ever talk about this other company. It's never in my weekly reports. So that's besides the point. And he says, well, we're going to have to raise our prices. That's the premiums are just going to go up. I'm looking at the wholesalers now. So he's holding off right now, my friends. If you want peace dollars right now in very good condition, this is a warning right now. They're probably going to be going up this weekend at some point. He's going to hold it off for the viewers of this channel. If you want peace dollars now, before they go up, they are going to be going up. So here's your warning right there. If you want peace dollars, grab them now. Grab them now. Random years. Very good or plus condition. They label them as very good. I've had several of you folks email me back and how happy you folks were with the condition of the coins for the price. So if you want them, this is not a ploy to make you go buy them. This is a warning. They're going to go up $1, at least. So there's your warning there. Also, I was able to ask Mike. You folks know I was talking about the 1987 Silver Eagles, the second year Eagle. He's doing a little bit of a deal on them right now. 20 or more. Now, if you look at the 2025s and you look at the 87s, for a full tube of 20 in BU shape, these are going back to second year, 1987s. They're only about $10 more for the tube. For a good backdated year, second year, my friends, they do not have a lot of these in stock. If you want the 1987 Eagles, hop on them now while we get on a dip. Order your tube. If you can order a tube or more, grab them now. For nice backdated Type 1 Silver Eagle, grab them now. Because you're not, I can almost guarantee you're not going to find them cheaper than Pimbex right now. I can't guarantee that 100%. They had a good price already. He dropped the price a little bit more for the viewers of this channel. You go to the silver page, it will pop right up on the right-hand side of your screens. Make it for easy drop down. It takes work to get some of these deals together. It takes some number crunching. I was on the phone with Michael probably about a little over half an hour last night, trying to bring you all something. And he's happy to do it. And his brother's happy to do it. His brother Brian. Didn't talk to Brian last night. I was on the phone with Michael last night. So thank you, Michael, from channel sponsor Pimbex. One of the owners, after hours, took time to put this deal together for you all. I hope you all really, really appreciate this one. Because when do you actually get a warning of the premiums going up? And we're trying to do things a little bit different around here. Giving people warnings when we can. So we should appreciate that they're holding their prices for the peace dollars. We should be appreciation with a little bit of a discount on the Silver Eagles right now. From 87, I wish I had the money right now to buy a tube. 2 tubes of these 1987s. BU shape, my friends. They're not going to be toned up, milk spot up, BU shapes. So thank you, Pimbex, for sponsoring this channel, Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to you all, the subscribers. If you're not yet a subscriber, don't forget, we do weekly giveaways. Yeah, I'll be honest. I've already dropped the giveaway for this week. You have to go back and find it. It's simple. My giveaways are so simple here. Wish everybody the best of luck with the giveaways. And we got the big giveaway coming up at 10,000 subscribers. Why did silver drop? It's paper. People taking a little bit of profits on paper. That's what it is, my friends. It's not a time to panic. This is a buying opportunity if you can afford to do so. Yeah, people will call me a silver pumper. Point shop, Chris, you're just pumping. No. Sometimes people wait for these pullbacks. This is a healthy pullback right here. I actually enjoy this pullback right here. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried. I've always said we're going to see little pullbacks. It's not going to go straight up like some people think. Sorry, it don't work that way. This is actually a healthy pullback. It's probably needed it right here. We're still above 57. So just keep that in mind. We've come a long way this year with silver. Come a long way with gold. Come a long way with platinum. Copper. Throw copper in there as well. So if you're looking for a nice coin, I cannot say it enough, my friends. The 87 Eagles is the way to go right now with the price. They had a good price already. He dropped it a little bit more. Michael dropped it a little bit more. And I cannot believe we got a dip today. So take advantage of the dip. Take advantage of the warnings. As we can do this. I'm working very closely with Pimbex as we can announce warnings before the rise. We're going to do it. Sometimes, most of the time, you can't. Just going to be transparent about it. We get a bombshell dropped on us and say premiums are up and you're looking at your inventory level. I can't do a deal. I can't hold my price anymore. That's how fast this market changes. And I need people to realize that it's not going to be like this all the time. It's impossible. But when we can do it, when Michael or Brian can hold their prices, give a warning, and it may be stuff you don't like, fine. It might be stuff you do like. Okay, great. You might not have the money. I understand it. But get it as you can. Because what I've seen today at the shop, and those twin boys are going to be very happy at Christmas time. Christmas Day when they open those two big books of Silver Eagles. And they got a full set at 12 years old. They're going to be very, very happy. So here's the thing, and keep stacking as you can. Don't compare your stack with anybody else's stack. You've heard me say this all the time. I know it's getting difficult out there for a lot of people. The price is getting out of control. I get it. I'm seeing that too. I'm not rich. Okay, I'm not rich. People think, oh, I got a big pile of silver quarters. Well, guess what, Buttercups? I've been trying to say this since on this channel when I started my channel back on June of 2024. And some people come on the channel and saying they're going to wait to back up the truck. We've heard this before. Where are these people now? Where are these $17 people now? Think we've proven them wrong. It's not trying to prove anybody wrong. I was trying, when I see something coming down the pipeline, you know, I don't have a crystal ball. Some people think I got a crystal ball. And let me tell you how I do my research. I call other shops. I'm talking with Michael and Brian at Pimbex. Talking to my owner of the shop, who's been in business over 40 years. Listen to people like Andy Scheckman. Listen to people like Lynette Zane. Listen to people like Peter Schiff. Listen to people like Michael Oliver, David Morgan, Bubba. I mean, the list goes on. There's so many names that are good people out there in this field. And you take a little bit of each person's what they say. And you start trying to calculate what's going to happen next. And I tell you, it's not easy. It's not easy trying to calculate what's coming next. Because nobody truly knows. Yeah, I've been wrong a few times. I've been right a few times. That's the point. Nobody's ever always 100% right. You know, then you get these channels, call them bot channels. They'll use pictures like Andy Sheckman, Lynette Zane, Michael Avila, David Morgan. Top people in the field. And they put a thumbnail, 9 ounces of silver is going to make you rich. Or silver and gold is going to make you ultra rich. Or you only need 9 ounces of silver to retire. And they use pictures of these big people. And they never said that. And it confuses so many people out there. I wish these channels would stop doing it. Because there's a lot of misinformation out there. And there's a lot of good channels out there. You guys know, and girls know who they are. I don't have to tell you. Celebrated Metal, Yankee Stack, and Silver Dragons. Some of these top channels out there. They do a lot of good work. You know, they do incredible work. So not to take away from other YouTubers at all, no. There's a lot of good channels out there that is reporting the truth of what's going on. It's investigating. They're working their rear ends off. And you know who else is doing a good job? My friend Annie Oakley. I'll put a link to her channel, to her latest video, in the comment section below. She's a new channel. She's busting her behind, trying to get the right information to you all, giving her experience of stacking. We all need, like she says, we all need to stick together. I agree with her 100%. I just got off the phone with her today, right before the recording of this video. She's absolutely right. The stackers need to stick together. We're like a big family here. So if you're not yet subscribed, come join us. Come stop the melt with me. Let's get this information out there to these coin shops when these smelters open back up again. And they're going to have a free get out of jail free card. And they're going to make their life a little bit easier. Just box it up and smelt down now at 90% silver. Just melt it down because I don't care. That's what a lot of these coin shops do. It's sickening. Challenge people right now. Be nice to your coin shops. Challenge them. Say, why aren't you sticking with your old ways of offering people deals in-house? That's what they changed to. That's what I reported on. For the ones that have been around for a while, before the smelters got shut down. I said, why don't they do inside sales? Why don't they send out emails? And guess what? That's what they're doing now. Because they have no other choice. It's not that much more work. Save our history. Challenge the shops. Be nice, though. You don't want to get yourself in trouble. Be nice to them. Challenge them. You know, it's okay to open a can of worms once in a while. But challenge them. But don't be hateful. That's one thing we don't want. And, you know, if you don't like it, don't use that shop no more. I got a little update at the bank right now. A woman named Jennifer. I'm not going to name the bank yet because maybe this time I opened a can of worms with them yesterday. And maybe my message is finally getting through their brains. These banksters. That's what we're going to call them. Banksters. The crooks. Very nice woman named Jennifer called me. Says, I got your claim. I need to take some time to look at this claim. And it may take me up to 15 days. It's 15 days. It's kind of ridiculous, but okay. She did give me her personal, not her personal contact number, but her phone number for her office. At least I finally got a phone number where I can talk to somebody at the bank. That's probably going to take care of this in research of what the heck happened. Hopefully. I got some hope. A little bit of hope. A little bit. Not much. I'll keep you posted of this scenario, of what's going on. My friends, here's the bottom line. These banks are in trouble. Okay? These banks are in trouble. Big banks, small banks, regional banks. Do we really trust these banks? Remember, if a bank ever asks you why you're pulling your money out, it's none of their business. It's your money. Don't answer these banks. Do not answer these banks why you're doing something. The reason why they want to know, they don't really have they don't have this. They don't have your money. They loaned it out. And when you do need your money, they need to sell off bonds at a losing rate. Stocks maybe at a losing rate. Your money's invested. The bank's making money off your money. Don't give them any information you're going to buy silver, gold, platinum, copper. If you need your house fixed, you need a new car, you need to add on to your house, whatever the reason is, it's none of the bank's business what you do with your money. Say, just give me my gosh darn money. And that's all. That's all you're going to say. You showed your ID. You showed you're the account holder. It's your money. That's it. We got to stick together with this. These banks are in trouble. We're really trusting these banks? I don't. Not anymore. Banks used to be really, really good. I remember when I was a kid, sitting back of mom and dad's car, going to the bank. I had my little bank book. Back in the 80s. Had a $4 or $5 deposit. Got my allowance, right? Made a little bit of money somewhere else. They would welcome you with open arms. They throw out the red carpet with you. Call you by your first and last name. Some banks still do that today. In small towns. You're in a major city, they don't know who you are. Most likely, they don't know who you are. Unless you're in there every day. But that's the point, my friends. Banking, customer service across the board has gone downhill. It's all these companies think about is how much I can make of this. They don't care about the customers no more. Most companies don't. Some companies are still good out there. But really, you go to Walmart, you go to Target, maybe you could stop at McDonald's, maybe you stop at Starbucks. People's attitudes, they just don't care. It's just a body there. And some of these people don't even want to be at their jobs. And I get it because the company treats their workers like crap too. I get it. I'm lucky. I work for a guy that's pretty gosh darn good to us. I'm happy to have the opportunity to do YouTube, to report what the heck's going on with silver, gold, and platinum. I am very happy we got a channel sponsor like Pimbex that cares about the customers. We should be very honored here. But I understand some people's very stressful. Some of these jobs are very stressful. And these major corporations, they don't care no more. And that is something we need to change. And how we do that, I don't know. But you folks seen it. You have seen customer service dwindling down. What happened? That's what I like to know. What the heck happened with basic customer service? I don't know. But until the next video, my email is in every single description of every single video. If you folks have questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, reach out to me. I'm happy to help you all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out my good friend Annie Oakley's channel. Like I said, I'll post a link to her latest video in the comment section below. Subscribe to her. Let her know that Crazy Coin Shop Chris sent you. Thank you for your time today. Coin Shop Chris is out.